Okay. Not gonna lie. Some things about myself. I am a Kyle Busch fan because I hate to lose as much as Kyle Busch hates to lose. You know where I'm going with this.
Everything's great. Really looking forward to getting back in my car and being here in Phoenix.
The 2023 Daytona 500 has just ended, and I really thought I actually recorded myself in the living room hoping that I could catch the moment that I jumped up and down and celebrated the Kyle Busch win in the Great American Race, but it did not happen that way. Ironically, I feel like Daniel Suarez kind of cost him the win there. You know, Daniel Suarez got into him in the dual race when he was leading, and Daniel Suarez crashed with 3 laps to go in the Daytona 500 while Kyle Busch was leading. Frustrating. This is what Kyle Busch had to say post-race.
Start with you and Austin were starting side by side. What were you hoping to happen and what happened?
I was hoping to have a teammate restart where I could get down to the bottom, and then when I got down to the bottom, we could get locked up, and the 24 and the 8 and the 3 would all work together and push and go, and looked like it was kind of working, but we got too much separation off of 2, and I tried to back up to get to them, and when they hit me, it got me really squirrely, and then Austin checked up, and then the accordion happens, and everybody gets running over everybody.
Is this typical frustration here for you, or is this any worse, or is this just the Daytona 500 for you?
I think this is the first time I led lap 200, so I wish it was 1998 rules. But no, it's just part of the course, just used to it, and come down here every year to just find out when and where I'm going to crash and what lap I come out of the care center.
You think closer before Kyle Busch to overtime, the first one, as the leader, or because of your history?
I don't think you're ever confident. Who won? I don't even know who lucked into it. There you have it.
You can see the disappointment there on his face. You can probably see it on mine. I know that when I'm recording these videos, I try to be somewhat animated, and I'm much more animated when I'm talking to somebody in person than I am on camera. I'm working on that, but right now it's difficult. I really wanted that win, man. I've been a Kyle Busch fan since roughly the 2008 season. I've been a NASCAR fan since 1993. Never one time ever has my driver won the Daytona 500. And I thought it was going to happen tonight. 3 to go. Didn't materialize. Kyle Busch said on the radio, I've got a lot of his radio recordings. He had been complaining on the radio all day. He couldn't get a good push. Every time he would get pushed, I didn't understand some of the lingo, but every time he was getting pushed, I was gathering that his car was just not stable when being pushed. And I think that materialized in that crash that saw his teammate Austin Dillon get taken out. He got the push. It got him a little out of shape. So Austin Dillon backs off, and then William Byron gets into him and sets off a huge crash. There went Kyle's teammate, and I still feel like, and I'll be honest with you, as I'm recording this video now because I want to get it out before the end of the night, I don't know what happened. I felt like when that crash came out, I did not see Kyle Busch involved in it, but he finished 19th. I have no idea what happened, guys. I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish I could, I hate reporting on something and the story's incomplete, but obviously he was involved in the crash because the video clip you just saw was him outside the care center, so clearly he was involved in the crash. I just didn't catch it on TV. I didn't see it. Regardless, I guess I might have just kind of, once I saw the crash happen, I knew he was not in the lead. And NASCAR threw the caution. That rule of, the field is frozen at the moment of caution when nobody really knows. I'm so sick of that rule. And the only problem is I don't have a good solution. I don't like to complain about something unless I have a way to solve it, but I don't have a good solution for it. I don't know what the solution is. I don't want to say race back to the flag because, the safety personnel, the AMR safety team, they do need to get out on track as soon as possible, especially a crash that violent. But I don't like the way it is now. I don't like this. The field is frozen at the moment of caution. There's too many things that go into play, and I'm so tired of seeing races decided that way. Kyle, like he said, he was leading at lap 200. So he was leading for the Daytona 500, but unfortunately the rules are the rules. When those rules, you'll hear me say this a lot on this channel, especially being a Kyle Busch fan. This is my prerogative as a race fan. It is my, and a lot of people will, especially on social media, they love to do this. When this happened, you were okay with it. When that happened, you were mad about it. Well, guess what? That's my prerogative as a race fan. When that field is frozen in the moment of caution, when that benefits Kyle and he wins the race, I love that rule. When it screws him, when it costs him the win, or when it doesn't really help him, I'm sick of it. That's my prerogative as a race fan. Is it contradictory? Sure it is. I don't care. That's my prerogative as a race fan. When my driver hits another driver and he gets the win because of it, hey, he did what he had to do. He was racing. It was a racing incident. When my driver gets hit and the other guy wins, dirty son of a gun needs to be parked. That's how I feel about it. Yep, it's 100% contradictory. Don't care. My prerogative as a race fan. And any Kyle Busch fan probably needs to have that attitude. This has been a tough one to smile at, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we'll have better news next week. Going to Auto Club Speedway, the 8 car last year at Auto Club Speedway when Tyler Reddick was behind the wheel did so well. He dominated that race early on until the tire going down cost him. So hopefully Rowdy and the 8 crew can go out there and get some retribution for that team. You know, if Kyle gets that win this season, which I'm sure he will be the 19th straight season with a win, which will be a new record. Currently is tied with the 18 straight seasons with a win. Tied for the record with Richard Petty. He's looking to break that record this season, hopefully next week. In the meantime, I say this on my other channel being Motor Racing and Gravy. Get out and support local racing if you have racetracks near you. If you make it to the Truck Series Garage in Las Vegas, which is the next time I'll be at the race, come see me. Stop by the number 12, number 20 Truck Series hauler and speak. Say hi. I'd love to see you. I will update as there are updates available. Have a good rest of your weekend with what little bit is left of it. If you're off working tomorrow for President's Day, good for you. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you next week to report from California at Auto Club Speedway. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.